Molweni, sanbonani. Welcome to Rhodes University, where leaders learn. I'm Nomangwane Mkhotyana, the Director of Student Affairs, and the role of our division is to ensure that we provide you with all the support that you will need out of the classroom. Let me start by saying congratulations on your admission to Rhodes University. You are now part of the Rhodes University community. The Division of Student Affairs wants to ensure that your journey is seamless, that you grow, and most importantly, that you succeed academically. This new stage of your life can be daunting and exciting as you adjust to a new cultural, social, and academic environment. During this time of adjustment and transition, we are here to support you on your academic journey. You join the university at a time when the world is facing the COVID-19 pandemic. Whilst the virus seems to be subsiding, we still do not have to lower our guards as we are not yet out of the woods. As Rhodes University, we have health and safety guidelines in place that align with the national COVID-19 regulations. Slowing the transmission of the virus is our individual and collective responsibility. We encourage you to familiarize yourself with all Rhodes University COVID-19 health and safety guidelines. Remember also to follow all non-pharmaceutical preventative measures. Always wear your mask in public spaces, maintain a distance of 1.5 meters from the nearest person, wash or sanitize your hands regularly. The Division of Student Affairs offers a wide range of new experiences outside of the classroom. Through the various offerings of the division, the university seeks to ensure the holistic development of our students. The life-changing opportunities are located with 3 sections that constitute the Division of Student Affairs, namely Wellness Section, Sports Administration, and Student Services. The various managers will introduce you to the services offered by these 3 sections. Please pay attention and ensure that you save all the emergency numbers on your phone. Lastly, humiliating initiation practices are prohibited at Rhodes University. The university condemns acts of harassment, sexual or otherwise, including bullying, belittling, shaming, intimidating, or humiliating others, and all forms of demeaning behavior. The manager harassment will speak to you about all the reporting processes. Please also pay attention there. Whenever you are in distress and do not know where to turn, please contact the Division of Student Affairs. We are here for you. We are here to listen. We are here to refer you, guide, and support you. All the best for 2022. Take care.
Warm greetings to you all. I'm Professor Maboka Monapula Mapesela. As the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Academic and Student Affairs, I wish to congratulate you on passing your matric during a difficult time in the history of humankind. You should be proud of yourselves for succeeding against all odds and getting admitted to a great university, Rhodes University, where leaders learn. It is indeed a great honor and privilege to have you here at Rhodes University. A warm welcome to you all. I want to assure you that you have made the right choice by making Rhodes University your preferred place of study for the next 3 or 4 years, depending on your course. I would like to share with you a few things that will assist you in your journey as a student at Rhodes University. Please take the transition from school to university very seriously. It is very challenging. It will demand of you to do things differently because a university is a different space. A university is a space for teaching, learning, research, and community engagement. It is a space where knowledge is created and disseminated. You will be taught differently. You will be taught how to become co-creators of knowledge, not its consumers. As the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Academic and Student Affairs, my work is to create an enabling environment for the smooth running of the academic project. In particular, I have to ensure that there is quality teaching and learning. I have to ensure that you have the best learning experience and that you develop as a well-rounded, holistic being, academically, socially, psychologically, and physically. Your success is my priority. I therefore urge you to also make your studies a priority. Our vision as Rhodes University is to produce outstanding graduates who are innovative, analytical, articulate, balanced, adaptable, with a lifelong love of learning. It is to ensure that by the time you complete your studies, you are an outstanding, internationally recognized graduate, a responsible, ethical person who can make a meaningful contribution to society. We want you to develop a heightened sense and level of social consciousness and responsibility. But we can only do that and achieve these aspirations if you embrace all the opportunities that will be presented to you, and if you work closely with your lecturers, and if you work diligently every day. I urge you to exercise your own agency and to participate actively in your learning. Attend all your classes and engage in scholarly work and activities as part of your learning. Remember that your lecturers will only facilitate your learning. They will induct you into the disciplines and programs of your choice and teach you how to co-create knowledge with them. They will teach you how to think creatively. To us, knowledge matters, and education of high quality matters. Our university has one of the best success rates in the country, and we will be celebrating your own success soon. But this will not happen by default, but by design and through hard work. You will be taught by the best academic staff who are experts in their own fields, in small classes where you will be known by your lecturers. So please engage them. Your studies will be more complex and demanding. So please do not let a single day pass without engaging with your studies. Engage your lecturers. Note that time on task is not only critical, but imperative. It is irreplaceable. Work diligently from day one and set aside every day of the week, including weekends, to do your assignments, to revise and read your work. Do this consistently. Plan your studies wisely because time does not wait for anyone. Time and pace yourself. Do not make excuses to yourself and to anybody else. Benjamin Franklin says, I quote, "Never leave till tomorrow that which you can do today." Close quote. Every minute matters. As you explore your independence, please do not forget the main reason for being here at Rhodes University, as too much excitement often leads to tardiness and negligence of duty, something that you should refrain from. While we encourage you to take part in extracurricular activities, your social life should not distract you from your academic work. Keep that balance. Do not suffer silently when things go wrong. Do not wait until it is too late. Take part in communities of learning, work with fellow students, and join the compulsory peer mentoring program. There are various forms of support available for you, so please use them. We are here to ensure that you have the best learning experience and that you complete your studies successfully in regulation time. It seems 2022 might be another difficult year due to the ongoing pandemic. However, we have developed appropriate health and safety protocols for you. All we need is for everyone, students and staff, to uphold these at all times as we go back to face-to-face classes. On their own, these protocols will not save lives. Please take care of yourselves and others. Always remember that success comes by design and not by chance. All of you can and will succeed, but you have to do your part. I wish you a wonderful, successful stay at Rhodes University. Thank you, Jabavu, and Nkosi.
Good morning, students and staff of Rhodes University. To our first-year students, congratulations on reaching this far and not only achieving the minimum of a bachelor's pass, but also to have met the requirements to study at Rhodes University. You may not be aware, but of the many thousands who have applied, only about 1,800 students could be accommodated. These are you. If you were sitting next to each other, I would say, look carefully at the person around you, as your journey to the end of your qualification needs to be with these persons. I hope that in the course of orientation and throughout the year, you will have the opportunity to meet your fellow class and that your journey at Rhodes will be successfully completed in the time frames for your qualification. My focus is on transcripts, but firstly, I will touch on the academic calendar and our rules. If you go onto the Rhodes University website and search for diary and dates, you will find the academic calendar as well as the university term and semester dates, including those of the exams. The calendar contains information on all the rules in relation to your studies, as well as the student disciplinary code. It is important that you familiarize yourself with the academic rules pertaining to your course of study. Next, I'll focus on transcripts. Transcripts, similar to statements of results that you get at school, is a record of your progress or lack of progress during your academic year. It advises you of whether you have passed or failed and the level of pass or fail. At Rhodes, you need a minimum of 50% in the overall final mark to pass a course. The pass and level of pass, fail and level of fail is recorded. Your disciplinary progress or your disciplinary record is also recorded on your transcripts. Remember that bursars and employers request your transcripts and can see your academic record. In addition, I would also like to remind you that in June, we will alert you to submit your National Senior Certificate, as this is a legal requirement towards your admission. If I do not meet you formally before then, I look forward to meeting you at your graduation in 3 years for those doing a 3-year qualification, and in 4 years for those completing a 4-year qualification. Thank you for listening to this video. All the best.
Good day, first-year students. Welcome to Rhodes University, and a warm welcome to Rhodes University Libraries. My name is Nomawethu Danster, and I'm the Director of Library and Information Services. You have made the best choice by choosing Rhodes University as your university of first choice. Because here at Rhodes, in the library, we expose you to a vast collection of learning resources and learning facilities. Our facilities in the library are a home away from home.
This is where you will have your study rooms, your group studies. You will get training on all the use of our electronic and print resources. We are a scholarly support unit that journeys with you from the beginning until you graduate. We will stop at nothing but supporting you in your scholarly journey. We have got 7 libraries. 4 libraries are directly linked to the main library. Those are the Law Library, the Music Library, and the Corey Library for Humanities Research. There are other affiliated libraries. The Training Resource Center, the Sayep Library, and the Al-Ilam. You will know more about these libraries when you join us at the beginning of February. There's a lot of programs that are academic supportive that the library will engage you with. The information literacy training is one of our flagship programs where we empower all first-year entering students with the ability to use learning resources, to analyze them, to reference them, so that you can avoid issues of plagiarism, which is central to academic writing skills. There's a lot of interaction between the library and the first-year student. We have a dedicated undergraduate librarian, Ms. Thandi Janki, who will be engaging you with extended orientation program as well. We are partnering here with the Department of Student Affairs, and this is our effort in enabling you to become a better graduate and a first world-class citizen. We will stop at nothing at supporting your academic journey. We are here for you. Your library is your academic support service. I wish you the best in the academic year for 2022. Enjoy your stay. Remember to ask your librarian. Thank you so much.
Welcome to Rhodes University. My name is Susan Smales and I'm the Director in the Office of the Vice-Chancellor. Unfortunately, my topic is not one of the cheery ones. I am speaking on the serious matter of student discipline. You should be briefed further on this in your residence system, and if you're not, or you're an Oppidan student, I urge you to read the Student Disciplinary Code. Everything that you need to know about student discipline is contained in the code. However, I need to emphasize your relationship with the law. Your rights end when they impinge on the rights of others. It is important to point out to you that all students at Rhodes University are subject to the laws of the land, and that despite this being a small town, no leniency is granted by the authorities. Should you break a law, you will face the full might of the law, and Rhodes does not become involved in the case. If convicted, you will have a criminal record for the remainder of your life. What this means is that you will not be able to get a visa to travel to most countries, and prospective employers will ask you when you apply for employment if you have a criminal record. Orientation Week is an exciting time for all of you. Please be careful. Drugs and excessive alcohol impair your judgment. The majority of my cases occur during Orientation Week and the InterVarsity weekend. You may think it is okay to do certain things while at university, but please think about the consequences and what effect it can have on your life going forward. The university has a student disciplinary code that binds all of its students. The residence system deals with what is known as lower disciplinary cases. Sanctions that may be handed out in the residence system may include excluding you from residence or an award of compulsory service up to a maximum of 75 hours or a monetary fine. Should you not do your compulsory service or pay your fine, you will not receive your examination results, and you will also face being charged or refusing to obey a lawful instruction. Take your penalties seriously, otherwise more serious consequences will follow. Higher discipline cases involve the more serious offences. A proctor may exclude you from the university and may also order that your academic transcript is endorsed. The implication of this is that a prospective employer will ask for your academic record, or if you want to study at another university or study overseas, your conduct is marked as unsatisfactory. This could impact your life. The scourge of sexual harassment, gender-based violence and rape are a blight to the life of South Africa. At Rhodes University, we are committed to eradicating this plague of violence. Rhodes University has zero tolerance towards sexual and gender-based violence. I prosecute every case swiftly and decisively. In the last few years, we have permanently excluded a number of students for rape. We will not tolerate sexual and gender-based violence or harassment. Take this warning very seriously. Recent cases have drawn our attention to evidence of binge drinking and startling levels of alcohol abuse which takes place on campus, and their direct link to the commission of violent crimes. I am working with the Division of Student Affairs, and we are revisiting our policy on the use of alcohol at Rhodes University. Lastly, we are living in a pandemic. We have rules that bind you all surrounding what is expected of you. You will be disciplined if you fail to adhere to these rules and place others at risk. My final message to you is please think of the consequences of your actions. Don't ruin your life with one unwise act. It will haunt you forever. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Masi Buso. I am currently the acting manager at the Anti-Harassment and Discrimination Office. What I do is I receive cases of harassment, discrimination, sexual assault and rape. And when you come and visit my option, you have three options. You have option 1, which is reporting for noting. You have option 2, which is mediation. And then option 3 is disciplinary hearing, which will all be explained to you when you come and visit me. I also conduct consent talks around campus for first year specifically, and also for the student population as a whole. I do activations, talk about gender-based violence. What I aim to do is to start conversations about, gender-based violence, transformation, and also how we can come together to make sure that we are living in a safe and welcoming environment. I do hope to see you soon in one of my talks. Congratulations for making it.
This is Pillay. I'm the Deputy Director of Residential Operations at Rhodes University. To all our new students, welcome to Rhodes University, the place you have chosen to embrace this new chapter of your life as a young adult and student. The academic journey is undoubtedly a long one, but also an exciting, daunting, frustrating, fulfilling, and a dynamic experience. However, your ability to navigate this journey is contingent upon your familiarity with the various university entities that exist to support your physical, emotional, and intellectual well-being. The Residential Operations Division is one such entity that supports your academic project, and we pride ourselves in supporting you during the course of your journey. Residential Operations provides a range of support services that enhances and complements your educative experience and all students at Rhodes University. We also committed ourselves to the provision of excellent hospitality and administration services to all. And this is done through the various activities within food services, housekeeping services, conference and events, central cleaning, mailroom and janitorial services. To ensure that we deliver on these promises, we need the supply of all utilities, and water, as you know, is a scarce resource in Grahamstown and in South Africa. We are working together with the Grahamstown community and municipality to save water during this critical water shortage period. Together we can make a difference, as every drop counts. Every effort is to ensure that our campus is water-wise. We at Rhodes are committed to implementing water conservation measures, and a plan has been communicated. I would like to call on you to be our water-wise champions. On behalf of all our staff in the Rhodes Residential Operations Division, I want you to know that we are thrilled that you'll be starting your academic journey with us. By joining our residents community, you have unlocked a door that will offer you a world of exciting new experiences, academic and personal support, and meaningful connection with others. The Residence Hall community at Rhodes is unlike any that you will experience again in your life. You have joined a community that will encourage you, that will support you, that will challenge you, and yes, inspire you. It is a diverse community as you will find anywhere. I believe that the time that you will spend in the residence halls will provide you with the most meaningful experiences of your academic career. We have designed our communities to be quality learning environments that support your academic success, your personal growth, and your unique connection to Rhodes University. These are places where you will live and learn together with an amazing group of resmates and create a bond with each other that may well last a lifetime. Most importantly, I urge that when you feel overwhelmed by the sheer enormity of the transition from school to an academic environment, or the volume of work and the deadlines to be met, please do not hesitate to ask for assistance. We work closely with the Director of Student Affairs, food reps, the SRC, the Residence Councillor, so do not hesitate to approach them with any of your food or accommodation concerns. Also, you have an open invitation to pop into my office with any concerns or suggestions that may enhance yours and others' experiences of the residence system. It is therefore my pleasure to invite to make your acquaintance with us at Residential Operations for the duration of your time here at Rhodes University. I wish you well with all your endeavors.
Greetings to you first years. A very warm welcome from Rhodes University. We hope that you have a very productive and happy stay with us, and might I say you've made a very good choice of university. My name is Diana Hornby, and I'm the Director of Community Engagement at Rhodes University. Today I'm going to take the opportunity to tell you a little bit about community engagement. I'm going to start by giving you a little bit of the history, then we can have a look at why community engagement has been introduced into universities. Then we're going to look at some of the opportunities that you can sign up for, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about the impact that community engagement has made to our broader community. So let me start with the purpose of higher education. I'm sure you often ask yourself, why do universities exist? What is the actual purpose of universities? Well, universities exist for the public good, or as some say, for the common good. So through the academic project, they need to contribute to social and economic development. That's the first reason that they do exist. So they must make a difference in society. Their contribution must be felt. Traditionally, they've been known as ivory towers. You might have heard that being said before. Well, that is all changed, and they need to make their presence felt, and their research and contribution should be making a difference in our communities. The second reason that higher education exists is to grow the kind of young students that are knowledgeable, that are critical thinkers, and that are socially responsive and socially responsible. So if you look at our society today, I'm sure many of you can say it's very broken in parts. Poverty is high and there's huge inequality, and that is not sustainable. So we look to the young generation to grow and change and bring about something fresh, to become the kind of change agents that you can be. So that means that an education at Rhodes is incomplete if it's just a certificate at the end that's going to get you a good job. An education at Rhodes must prepare you in every dimension
of your development. And so that's why community engagement creates opportunities for you to grow as a human being and to see yourself not in only individual ways, but as part of the collective, and looking for ways of how you can be the change agents that we really need. So let's go to why community engagement was introduced to universities then. Traditionally, universities have been about teaching and research. And after our democracy in 1997, higher education was challenged to introduce community engagement alongside teaching and research. And the purpose of that was to make universities more developmental and transformative by nature. So community engagement reconnects universities with its community and helps to restore agency and accelerate healing. So let me go on to what opportunities that we have for you at Rhodes. Now, there are three ways that community engagement manifests itself at the university. You're going to find it in the academic departments in a service learning course, where there's a community engagement component that's integrated into your discipline. So they take some of the learning outcomes you need to achieve and they match it with a community need, and it's a win-win. You solve some of the intractable problems in our community while at the same time you have opportunities to grow immensely. You're also going to come across community engagement in the research spaces, particularly at postgraduate, where you're going to find us encouraging you to move away from some of the traditional approaches to research that were extractive and harmful. So it's not just about collecting data from the broader community, bringing it back into the university and turning it into knowledge. No. It's more around working in participatory ways and co-creating that knowledge with community partners. And at the end of that, you've got something far richer. Your experience has been deeper and communities benefit. Then the third place you're going to find community engagement is through volunteerism. Now, Rhodes has one of the most extensive volunteer programs in the country. We have 5 programs that you can choose from. The first is the Engaged Citizen program, and we have partnered there with 15 different organizations, from education organizations to arts and care. And you can join one of those programs. Or you can join the 9-10s Matric Mentoring Program, and that is a partnership with 4 high schools. And there you would be mentoring a grade 12. The third volunteer program is the Budding Q program. Now, this is a literacy-based program, so you work with young children in grade R. And there we partner with 9 different schools. The fourth program is the Vulindlela program that works with our own staff and their children that are grade 9, grade 10 to 12. And it's also about tutoring and giving them academic support so that they pass well and can come on to Rhodes University. The final program is the Siakana at Makana, and this is one you're probably going to come across in your residences and halls, because there we partner with 15 different early childhood programs, and you go through an asset-based approach, looking for a project. You jointly plan, you jointly execute, and you jointly evaluate. So those are the 5 programs you can join. You just need to come along to our office and sign up. You will see a lot of posters across campus reminding you to do that. The last part of my talk is to tell you about the impact, because I don't think you would believe what the students at Rhodes University have done for our city. Through the various programs, there are over 500 students who have invested their social capital in education in our city. And they have made a huge difference. I'm going to give you some examples of that difference now. 10 years ago, our city was one of the worst performing districts in the country. In 2020, we turned that around. because Makanda was the best performing city in the province. Not only that, but they got their average grade 12 mark was 12% higher than the Eastern Cape average and 4% higher than the national average. And we've just received the 2021 results, and we've kept that up and increased it. To give you an idea, 12 years ago, only 10 young people from Joza came to Rhodes University. In 2020, 120 young people joined Rhodes University, and they've done very well. There are other great successes around the 4 schools that we work with. One of those is Kutliso Daniels, who joined us in 2020. And the previous year, they had a pass rate of 50%. A year after joining us, they had a pass rate of 77. This year, they had a pass rate of 83. So that's immense improvement. And we don't claim it solely for ourselves, not at all. Because those kind of huge successes are about partnership and about working in collective and integrated ways. And we've all joined hands across the city. The NGOs, the Department of Education, the faculty, and our students. And we've joined hands and we've managed to turn public education around. And I think that's a really impressive thing to have done. And it could not have been done if it were not for students. So we really do depend on our students to bring their expertise and to be part of this great movement. I would welcome all of you if you want to join up. Thank you for your time.
Good morning to our first years. Welcome to Rhodes. Congratulations on passing your matric. Passing matric and starting university may be a difficult time. My name is Mandi Sandabula. I am the Student Wellness Manager at Rhodes. I manage the 4 units that are responsible for your wellness in this university: the Counseling Center, the Healthcare Center, the HIV/AIDS unit, and the Career Center. These 4 units are responsible for making sure that you get a good transition from high school up until you get to university. But we walk the path with you from the beginning of your university career up to the end of it. The Counseling Center is responsible for making sure that your psychological distress is taken care of. We run a lot of programs that will assist you with your transition from high school to university, but that will also assist you with managing all the issues that you may have throughout your university career. We help you manage your anxieties, your frustrations, your fears, and we make sure that your university career is fruitful. And then we have the Healthcare Center. That's where your health is managed. Whatever health issues that you have, book yourself into the Healthcare Center and we will help you manage. Whether you have a chronic issue, we will help you manage those. We have a Career Center which will help you manage your career, starting from degree choice, subject choices, up until you finish your degree. And we are also here to assist you to get a job placement through our graduate recruitment program. So come to us, we are here to assist you. We also run an HIV/AIDS unit within this university, which is meant to make sure that you leave this university as healthy as you arrived. Very soon, we will be announcing for our First Things First campaign, which is a testing campaign, which is a health campaign, and it will assist you to know your status as you get into university. And their duty is also to make sure that you maintain your status up until you finish university. It doesn't help coming here and then you can't graduate or you can't get a job because you have gotten yourself into a mess within university. Thank you and enjoy your stay at Rhodes.
Good day, students. My name is Franz Mamabolo, and I'm the head of sports at Rhodes University. Congratulations for being accepted to become a student at Rhodes University. I would like to speak to you about sports at Rhodes. We have 27 sports clubs, and I think each and every one of you have an opportunity to choose any sports, so you have no reason why you can't play sports at Rhodes University. We have a lot of opportunities in which you can compete locally, nationally, or as well you could compete within your residence or the internal leagues of the university. So there's plenty of opportunities. As well, we can give you opportunity to be the leader in sports administration. So we welcome you with both hands, and we hope you will be that catalyst that will change road sports for the future. I thank you.
Welcome to Rhodes University. I am Phumelele Jabavu, the Oppidan Hall Warden. Now, I'm sure you're asking yourself, what is Oppidan? Or what is the Oppidan Union? What is the Oppidan Hall? It is basically one of the structures of the Division of Student Affairs that is charged with taking care of the welfare and the safety and the health and the interests of students that remain off campus. For some of you, you will be staying on campus, and therefore there is a residence system in place to take care of you. However, many of our first-year students and senior students stay off campus. We therefore have an organized structure in the form of the Oppidan Hall Committee to ensure that at all times your well-being is being taken care of. The manner in which we operate is that we have the Hall Warden. That's the role that I fulfill, strategic management of the hall, assisted by a hall administrator. And then we have 5 sub-wardens, and we work together with a hall committee. The hall committee fulfills various portfolios in line with our operational functional areas. Just in brief, to give you an idea of what our functional areas are that speak to this taking care of the well-being of Oppidan students. For one, your welfare is of paramount importance. We ensure that Oppidan students stay in accredited housing that is fit for purpose and that meets the standards as required by the Department for Higher Education and Training. Particularly our students on financial aid, because we recognize the importance of ensuring that where they live and where they learn, despite the fact that it's off campus, it should be of an equivalent standard to the accommodation facilities on campus. In addition to that, we stay in Makhanda, which is a town that has a public transport system, but the majority of our students walk. They work on campus at night, and they walk back to what we call digs. That's the off-campus living spaces. We ensure that we facilitate transport for you to get home safely in the evenings, particularly during the course of exam time. Of course, in addition to our functional areas, we are environmentally conscious. We have a portfolio that's the environmental officer, which ensures that you participate in activities linked to environmental conservation. We have a sports officer, sports and recreation, to ensure that you maintain your fitness and that you participate on sporting activities on campus. We work very closely with the counseling center to ensure that from a wellness perspective, your interests are taken care of. We have a vibrant mentorship program, which is supported by the Division of Student Affairs, targeted specifically at first-year students to ensure that they are mentored by their seniors. That also incorporates a peer mentoring system that's in place in Oppidan Union, as guided and supported by the Division of Student Affairs. Community engagement is also very central to one of our activities that we engage in as a whole. In a nutshell, what I'm trying to demonstrate to you through this talk is that despite the fact that you will be an OP, because that's what you will be referred to, an Oppidan students, We, as the whole committee, will try by all means that you are fully integrated into university life through these various activities that we have on offer and through the support that's offered by our sub-wardens, our hall administrator, and our whole committee to ensure that you are not left behind, to ensure that you feel part of the university unit. We encourage you to make use of the Oppidan office. It is at Steve Biko building upstairs. Mrs. Van Heerden, our hall administrator, is always there. Our contact details are available on the posters at any given point in time. You are encouraged to give us a call should you be struggling with anything, because we recognize that we'll fulfill a paternal function. You're away from your family, you're away from your parents, and you're away from the structured university system. So therefore, in that regard, we need to ensure that there is a proper system to take care of your interest. The last thing that I have to mention, which is very important, particularly for incoming first-year students, is that they think that when they are off campus, the university rules don't apply to them. Now, a lot of students don't want to hear this, but I must emphasize, when you are staying off campus, you're still a Rhodes University student. Therefore, you are subject to the Student Disciplinary Code. In addition to the Student Disciplinary Code, you are expected to behave like a good neighbor. So you are subject to the municipal bylaws. Especially now that we're under the COVID-19 context, you are more so expected to conduct yourself in a manner that ensures that you have your interest and the interest of your neighbors and your peers at heart. The last thing that I need to mention about our community as Oppidan. It seems as if everything is serious. We do have a portfolio that ensures that you are fully entertained. We have an entertainment officer. You will see the entertainment officer ensuring that we have a vibrant orientation program facilitated particularly for Oppidans during the course of this week and during the course of the year. There are several engagements to ensure that you have fun both on and off campus. Be it in the form of poetry evenings, be it in the form of dinners and dances, be it in the form of picnics, various activities to ensure that you enjoy yourself holistically. In closing, the main purpose of the Oppidan office and the Oppidan Union and the committee is to ensure that you have a holistic and a fulfilling university experience despite you being a student that resides on campus.